She-Hulk, ladies and gentlemen, sweet Jesus, why are we still reviewing this? It's your boy Icon with a little Marvel TV. And well, actually, I mean, it really hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been so long to the point where I didn't even remember what the hell happened in the last episode of She-Hulk. And there was a reason for that. But we're here now, and this is episode 7, The Retreat. And I said to myself, why? And why are we on a retreat? And the whole episode, I was just like, what is happening? So this one will be very quick. In this particular episode, the gentleman that Jennifer met when she was at the wedding, the two of them finally decided to go on a date. They went on several dates, I think about 3 dates or whatever, and we have a nice montage of that. And then it gets to the point where Jennifer, because she's a silly-eyed schoolgirl that falls in love very quickly, she, let him in, so he can get a little of the green mist. And when she woke up the next day, he was gone. And he didn't text her back. She texted him repeatedly, and he never responded. So ghosted. So she got ghosted, but she hadn't come to that realization yet. She's still trying to figure out what the hell's going on and why hasn't he texted back yet? Because she's a strong, independent woman. So he's supposed to text back. But so anyway, so then. She gets a call from a police officer, like the person who's in charge of monitoring the Abomination, who's, he's on, I guess, house arrest at his retreat, and he has the ankle monitor on. He said that the ankle monitor had broke, and we're not sure of his whereabouts, and we're not sure if he's even transformed into the Abomination. So the guy was like, he's like, listen, since I'm a coward, I need you to come with me because we don't have the money to get a full SWAT team. And in case he is the Abomination, I need a Hulk there, to balance out the scales. So because she was still waiting for Homeboy to text her back and he never did, she said, what the hell, she's his lawyer anyway. So she was like, I might as well go up there and see what the situation is. She goes up there, come to find out that the only reason why the ankle monitor was on the fritz was because he got electrocuted on a fence. Well, at least that was the story that was given. And, then after that, then the guy dipped. He was like, all right, so I recalibrated it and I'm out. He leaves. Right before Jennifer leaves, these two men ended up getting into a fight and they crashed into her car and they damaged her car. Now that her car is damaged, she's forced, coincidentally, I'll get more on that later, to now stay at the retreat and walk around the grounds of the Abomination. So he's taking her around. He's saying like, oh, this is what we do. It's a retreat, for people that just want to release, their tension and everything. She meets a bunch of different people who are also there, who's part of the retreat, and they're doing like the meditations and all the other stuff. And one particular person specifically comes into the room, and we find out that one of the people who's a part of this retreat is one of the people that tried to jack her in the alley, which was so many episodes ago, I hadn't forgot that shit happened. And it was at that moment when I realized this is all a setup. Now I'm under the impression that all 4 people, the 4 people that tried to attack her were, I got to go back and look at them, but I don't think any of them were black, but I was just like, okay, so this entire group, this is the group of people that attacked her. If it's just him, that still doesn't change my way of thinking, because I'm under the impression now, obviously, I mean, let's just get to the end of this. So she sees the guy. She ends up wanting to hurt him because, he tried to jack her. Abomination calms her down and he actually puts her in the circle. They're all sitting in the circle, getting their feelings out on the table. And then when it's Jennifer's time to talk, about her feelings, because the guy did apologize for trying to jack her. And when it was Jennifer's turn to talk about her feelings, she said, they mentioned like why she keeps looking at her phone because she spent the whole time at the retreat trying to get cell phone service. And then she basically like spilled her guts and she was like, listen, like I like this guy, we had relations and then he ghosted me. She said that the problem is the reason why I'm taking this harder than anything else is because he seemed to be the only person so far who legitimately liked me as Jennifer. She said everybody else so far, everybody loves She-Hulk. They want to be around She-Hulk. Like all the guys at the dating profile that I brought with me to my court case only swiped right on me because I was She-Hulk. He seemed to be, and then she said that to get all the attention, the glamour, the glitz that comes along being She-Hulk, she said it feels like it's cheating because, she is still Jennifer and, nobody likes Jennifer. And he seemed to be the one person who actually liked Jennifer and now he's ghosted me. So then, she had a breakthrough with the meeting and then like she was accepted into the group and then she did a cleansing thing in some place. I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that. And to the point where she did the whole retreat thing, and then she got, her and the guys, like, they made amends and everything. Like, the guy came to get her car because her car was broken, and then as she got her car towed back to, back to the city, she was sitting in the car thinking about the breakthrough and the memories and everything that she had at the retreat. And then we get a flashback to the where Jennifer and the guy that she was, like, desperately waiting to get a call from, he went through, like, it was the moment where after they had did the deed and he woke up in the middle of the night, he cloned everything that was in her phone, and I don't understand why that was relevant. And then after he cloned everything that was in her phone, he took a picture of her laying butt naked in the bed, and then he sent a text message to someone else that said that he got her information, he got her blood, and now he's out. And I knew that was going to happen because as soon as Jennifer said, as soon as they did the scene where Jennifer was like, "Oh, I haven't heard from him," as soon as we've, as an audience and even on the show, when it became perfectly clear that this guy was not going to text her back, I said that was one of the people that was trying to get blood from her. My prediction in all this, I feel like the Abomination is behind the entire thing because it was not a coincidence. And I don't know if they're trying to make this stuff obvious or if they're just like poor storytelling, but it was painfully obvious that the whole thing about her car getting damaged, forcing her to stay at the retreat, was done on purpose. It was completely done on purpose. And I feel like the Abomination hired that guy to try to, like, sleep with her and just so he can get her blood. I feel that the guys that were in the round table thing, those are part of the gang of people who tried to jack her. And the Abomination is secretly, like, the whole thing about his ankle monitor breaking because he got electrically shocked, that's complete BS. And this whole thing is the Abomination who was trying to get her blood so he could perform some other types of experiments. I've also heard people say that it could potentially be like General Ross trying to do the Red Hulk thing. But that's if that comes true, that would be very interesting. But I feel like it's an Abomination thing, and he's the one who's behind the whole thing. But he's presenting himself as the good guy, who's trying to be on her side. But I'm not fooled. That was the whole thing. Like I said, now these people who work for the Abomination, now they have her blood, and they're gonna do whatever it is that they plan on doing with it. And it's too late now because we're getting 8 episodes of this, so we got 1 episode left. Like the season finales next week, and stuff just now started happening. It's too late. So I think it's definitely too late because once we find out the big reveal of why they want her blood, I'm not gonna care anymore because we wasted all this. Like, even with the whole retreat thing, it didn't have to be the entire episode. The retreat did not have to take up the form of the entire episode. That was too much. It was unnecessarily too much. Like I said, 1 more episode to go, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I guess Daredevil's coming in the next episode if it is. Like, I don't know if we're getting 10 episodes, if we're getting 8, whatever. I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of stuff with the show I don't know what's happening. But like I said, that was pretty much it. Another filler episode that had one relevant piece of information at the very end. This show continues to not be good to me, but there are small little bits of light amongst the darkness. And like I said before, at this point, I'm just waiting to see what Daredevil does. And then we're going to put the final nail in this coffin once and for all. And thank you for tuning in. So share your questions, comments, and or concerns down below. A couple of people did come at me on Twitter because somebody asked a question on Twitter. They were like, "Hey, are you guys enjoying She-Hulk?" And I said, no. I was like, to be honest, like, I think the show was really bad. And then all of a sudden, like, I got attacked for that. But I'm like, it's just like people attack stuff I like all the time. That's your opinion. It's not that serious. But anyway, like I said, and even in this thing, like when I say for you guys to share your questions, comments, and concerns, it's not to attack anybody because I don't like the show. I think the show is kind of whack. But I'm pretty sure there are other people out there that do like the show. And if you do like the show, you don't have to defend why you like the show. You like the show, you like the show. But I would like to know what about the show interests you. Like, tell me what things about the show that you do like. Like I said, like Jennifer Walters as a character, I like her. There's no storyline to this. Like, we're getting a lot of filler episodes. It's, too much comedic BS. Like, it's like I said, to me, it's not good. But like I said, let me know what you think. Let's say we'll just constructively as adults share our thoughts and everything, go back and forth, and we'll see what happens. Stargirl took a break this week, so we don't get any good television this week because Stargirl is on that good old CW break. Hopefully it comes back next week, so we can review some more Stargirl. Also check out other stuff on my channel because everybody who continued to watch my video from New York Fashion Week, like that thing is climbing in numbers and viewership, so I definitely appreciate you guys for all that. And like I said, Titans should be on the way pretty soon. We're waiting for Titans, so hopefully that'll be it, and then we can get like some real like hard-hitting, action-packed stuff. I'm going to Comic-Con next week, so please, if you see me at Comic-Con, say hi, take a picture, do an interview, whatever the case may be. And like I said, that's it. That's pretty much it for this week. Until next time. So take care, guys. And again, until what I guess is the season finale for She-Hulk, we will review this all the way into the end, and we'll watch this train crash. We'll see what happens in the season finale. We'll see what happens with the Daredevil review. So until then, guys, take care. And I'm out this.